and welcome to a new series of Nubs Does Games. Today we're going to start looking at Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. It's an old game, at least a decade old now, but it's one of my favourite of all time, and I think everybody should see it. This game is why I always tell people that I like Star Wars, but I don't like the films. Because this game was one of the best parts of my childhood. Now, got the usual character generation stuff, male or female, male scoundrel, scout or soldier. So, thief, ranger, warrior. Who should I go for? I always tend to go for the soldier, because as a team-based game, you unlock new members, and these new members can have all these different skills. So I prefer to be a fighter, and then have my support classes. Have my support characters playing the support classes. Yeah, I'll go for a quick creation. I don't need to customize it too much. Now, I should say I've put a few mods into this game. They're mostly, in fact, they're entirely graphical. So you'll see a few extra faces in here. Not sure where all the new faces came from, but obviously I'm not going to play as Darth Maul. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Was the original one. I'm just going to be called Nubs. Actually. I'll be Koriko Nubs. There you go. I was going to just hit the random name button and take the first name and say Nubs at the end of it, but it was Han Nubs, and Hand Nubs just sounds like a dig at the disabled. Play. Here we go. The best Star Wars experience that's ever been made. And here we go. I think you can pick this game up on Steam for a couple of quid if it tickles your fancy. I think I've bought it 2 or 3 times now. Oh, shh, everyone, shh. Come, shh, guys. Shh. I was so excited to hear that music and see this stuff when I was a kid. Because I'd never even... I grew up really during the prequels. So they were the first Star Wars films I saw, I guess. I had seen the older ones before, but I was too young to really appreciate them. Anyway, Knights of the Old Republic. 4,000 years before the rise of the Galactic Empire, the Republic verges on collapse. Darth Malak, last surviving apprentice of the Dark Lord Revan, has unleashed an invincible Sith armada upon an unsuspecting galaxy. Crushing all resistance, Malak's war of conquest has left the Jedi Order scattered and vulnerable as countless knights fall in battle, and many more swear allegiance to the new Sith Master. In the skies above the outer rim world of Taris, a Jedi battle fleet engages the forces of Darth Malak in a desperate effort to halt the Sith's galactic domination. Now, I should say this is a prequel series. It's part of the Old Republic, so thousands and thousands of years before any of the films we've seen. And so the Jedi and the Sith aren't like 2 or 3 people fighting secretly. The Sith have an empire with millions of people living in it, and they own planets and armada, and the Jedi are the same. And this is a Jedi ship, which we are on. And again, you can imagine how excited I was to see graphics like that on my own computer in the early 2000s. To have video and sound playing at the same time, you know, that was exciting. Now these textures are more high resolution and some of the graphical effects have been updated, so this isn't exactly a pure experience of what the game was like back then, but hopefully it translates into helps me get over the fact that it's a bit shit, so I can play the game.
Sith battle fleet. The Endar Spire is under attack. Hurry up, we don't have much time.
Who are you? Oh, who are you?
I'm Trask Olgo, ensign with the Republic fleet. I'm your bunkmate here on the Endar Spire. We work opposite shifts. I guess that's why you haven't seen me before. Now hurry up. We have to find Bastila. We have to make sure she makes it off the ship alive.
Bastila? Who's Bastila?
Bastila is the commanding officer on the Endar Spire. Well, not an officer, really. But she's the one in charge of this mission. One of our primary duties is to guarantee her survival in the event of an enemy attack. You swore an oath just like everyone else on this mission. Now it's time to make good on that oath. I've heard all about your reputation. Elite combat training, tops in your class. It's no wonder you were handpicked for this mission. Word is the officers haven't seen a recruit with your kind of potential in 20 years. But all that potential doesn't mean a thing if you can't deliver when it counts. We're soldiers. We're trained
No
for
pressure.
combat. Bastila is going to need men and women like us at her side during this attack.
Nice little bit of introducing the background story there, I guess. Telling me who my character is. Okay, let's go help
Hurry up and
Bastila.
grab your gear. You need to suit up so we can get out of here.
You may have noticed that this so far is playing a bit similarly to Mass Effect, and that's because Mass Effect is made by the same people when they no longer had the Star Wars rights. Where can I get my equipment?
Move the mouse to the edges of the screen to rotate the camera. Alternately, moving the mouse while holding down the right mouse button will rotate the camera as well.
Breaking the fourth wall. But okay, I'll do that.
To move towards the footlocker, hold down the right mouse button and face the camera towards it.
Yeah,
you can left
actually
click
not
on an
bad.
object to select it.
Yep. Okay. The controls actually, weirdly, are identical to Guild Wars 2, which makes me feel quite at home. So, got some stuff. Got some XP. Lush. Should I get dressed, maybe? It's one of those lovely old games where you're trying to find a menu and you think, what menu button will that, what keyboard button will that menu be? Inventory, I. Yeah. Journal, J. Yeah. Brilliant. I miss having easy things like that rather than these console ports that are like, oh, to access the map and the journal and the inventory, you've got to press F for a different amount of time for each one and then press the fake triggers to slide between. No. No. This is a PC game. Right. New items are shown in purple. I've got a sword, which does damage stuff. You can have two. A short sword is one-handed, so you can have two, but I've only got one. So, adrenal stamina gives you a little boost. Med pack. It's a med pack. Blaster rifle. Pew pew pew. And clothes. Now, let's equip some clothes, please. Okay, so the menu isn't quite as intuitive as I remember. Oh, okay, yeah. Hands, not arms. I'm gonna go with a blaster rifle to start with. I think I can swap weapons quite easily. I'm not sure. Actually, no, solid. I'm gonna go with a sword because I'm gonna make a Jedi badass. I don't want any rifle bullshit. Come on then, Trask. Let's go kick some Sith.
Okay, let's move out. We should stick together. You'll have more success with a party than on your own.
Noted. So I can switch party members. Cool. Okay. Right, so yep, their inventory stays with them. Cool.
Because of the attack, this room is in lockdown. But don't worry, I've got the override codes. You'll have to use me to unlock the door.
Tutorial. How do I use you?
Always control the leader of the party.
Okay.
Left click my portrait, left click to target the door.
Lots of clicking. Left click the portrait. No, I'm Trask. Ha! Fuck you, Nubs. I'm going.
Now that the door's open, you better take the lead again.
Pussy.
This is KOTOR. The Sith are threatening to overrun our position. We can't hold out long against their firepower. All hands to the bridge.
That was Karth contacting us on our portable communicators.
Yep, he introduced himself.
He's one of the Republic's best pilots. He's seen more combat than the rest of the Endar Spire's crew put together. If he says things are bad, you better believe it. We have to get to the bridge to help defend Bastila. There's a map of the Endar Spire and a copy of Karth's message in your electronic journal, just in case we get separated.
Go to the bridge. Yes, I got it. Journal. J. Messages. Yep. Trust. Go to the bridge. Yep. Gotcha. Beep boop beep boop.
That door's locked. I don't have the codes to open it.
Alright. So I've got to slice into the door. Hack. Is that a different word for hack? Sith. The Sith, the really cool,
These Sith
shiny
must be
ones.
the advanced boarding party for the Republic.
The game pauses when you sight an enemy, which is nice, because this is a turn-based, third-person RPG. Very much like Mass Effect. So I get to choose who to attack. And if I do nothing, my teammate will just continue doing his thing. Sorry, I haven't done this for like a decade. Okay, I want to do a power attack. Yes. Yeah. Slightly too many pop-ups now. Slightly too many. Yeah, dice roll, Baba. Yes, I know! Oh, God. So he'll do default attack every round unless you tell him to do something special. This is my favourite button in the whole game. So much so that I actually taught myself how to do that with a real sword. More stamina. Woo! Grenade. Nice. Don't know how to use grenades. Haven't got a clue. We'll find out. Why are A and D not move sideways? Doesn't make sense. Okay, that makes more sense. What am I doing? Go through the door. To the bridge! So I can just lob the grenade if I want. But I don't want. I do not want. Oh shit. Oh, found a bit of a glitch. Okay, so that wasn't smooth, and I think I fucked that up a bit. another short sword, and a long sword, and a combat suit. Yes, I'm going up in the world. Got some loot. Yeah, alright, cool. So this is an old game, so it doesn't say whether it's empty or not. Okay, so I can put a long sword, which is a two-handed weapon, or I can have two short swords. I'm gonna go for a long... Can I do a long sword and a short sword? Yes, I can. Excellent. So I'm going to. Combat suit, more defense, thank you very much. Haven't got anything else useful, have I? No. Just some frag grenades and a med pack. Brilliant. So now I have two swords for some damage, but much less chance of hitting anything. I wonder what the point of these massive corridors is. Right, get out in the open, chuck a frag grenade at the little prick, and then attack him. Yeah! Hi! That was very appealing. Oh, okay, bodies disappear. There was a mod that upgraded everything so that bodies didn't disappear, but I didn't really want to do that because I didn't really want to mod the gameplay all that much. One annoying thing is you have to wait for the turn to end before it lets you I'll come back to that. You have to wait for the turn to end before it lets you run away again. So you end up standing there after a fight, just frozen. Oh, you poor little beep boop. Okay, parts. I suspect it's at this point where I could do something with those parts, were I not just a brute force warrior. But I hear something interesting happening beyond this door. Let's find out what it is.
Dark Jedi! This fight is too much for us. We better stay back. All we do is get in the way.
Yeah, that's what you think. I'm the main character. Oh, I want a lightsaber. And that's basically what the game's all about.
That was one of the Jedi accompanying Bastila. Damn, we could have used her help.
Now I can use my lightsaber, I hope. Smack him in the head with the sword. Pop. Don't attack him. How rude. Doesn't even justify me with an attack, just ignores me and runs off. I'm the main character. A vibration cell. Ooh, naughty. Is that like a vibrating egg? This game is all about loot, by the way, so I'll probably cut out the random bits where I spend 10 minutes scouring the bottom of a room for you know, crystal or whatever, 10 credits. But I might not. Ooh.
Bastila's not here on the bridge. They must have retreated to the escape pods. We better head that way too.
But I've just
want
cleared the
Bastila
bridge.
alive. But once she's off the ship, there's nothing stopping them from blasting the Endar Spire into galactic dust.
Well then, we'd better quickly loot all these corpses and get to the escape pod safely. I mean, it's cool shit though, right? How do I level up?
Click on the character record menu.
Alright. So I can level up. What does the leveling up means? It means I get to choose... What? Leveling up. Skills, rank, blah, blah, dice roll, yep. Okay, so I can put skills in stuff. It's the usual selection of stuff. Computers, demolitions, lets you use explosives and grenades and whatever. Stealth lets you hide. Awareness lets you spot things. Persuasion is for dialogue. Repair is for repairing broken things, like that droid that exploded. Security lets you hack into things. Treat injury makes you a medic. Ooh, that's actually quite tricky. I think I might go for Persuade, because I'm imagining I'm going to have to do quite a lot of dialogue. Oh, excuse me, got hiccups. Feats. Now, I've got 2 weapons, so I should probably get some 2-weapon fighting. I've already got the feat that allows me to wear heavy armor. One of the mods, by the way, sets these so the icons are the correct way round, because in the original game it went medium, low, high, which was always amusing. Right, so yeah, two-bladed weapons. That sounds tempting. No, I'm gonna add that. It reduces the chances of missing, which you may have noticed I've missed almost every time I've tried to hit someone and Trask just shot them. Caution, okay, so it makes you careful. Critical strike makes it more likely to get a critical hit. Okay, so if it would normally get a 20, you get a critical 19 or 20, and it stuns them. That's quite useful. Empathy, okay, maybe. Flurry, which means you can attack twice using your melee weapons. Gearhead, yep, more bonus for computers. Conditioning makes you stronger, tougher, harder to hit. Implants lets you use cybernetic implants like the adrenal implant. I'll probably get that, but not yet. Power attack, I've been using that. You've seen probably that I've been selecting power attack as well as normal attack. Just makes it harder to hit, but hits harder. Power blast does the same thing with a gun. Rapid shot, yep, blah blah. Sniper shot, it's all the usual stuff. Lets you use guns, lets you use melee weapons. Toughness, okay, or dueling. So if you focus on using a single one-handed weapon, you could get +1 attack and +1 defense. Basically just to balance it against using 2 of them, which seems fair, but I like using 2 things. I'm going to go with Flurry, because I like just hitting people a lot. Done. Journal. Attacking the Endar Spire, yep, okay, cool. We're on the Endar Spire, you need to go through the door. Imagine if you were trying to escape from a sinking ship and someone said, "Stop! You've got to level up before you can come through this door."
There's something behind here. Damn, another Dark Jedi! I'll try to hold him off. You get to the escape pods.
No,
Go!
don't. I'm just level up. I'm better at fighting than you are. You've only got a... No. Oh no, such a lovable character has gone. I am so upset. Good job I didn't have to hang around with the... Oh, okay, did I go the wrong way? Okay, good job I didn't hang around with... Okay, oh, I got the wrong door 3 times. I have. Lovely. Good job I don't have to hang around with the tutorial of the game for the whole time, because I don't think he's going to show up again anytime soon.
This is Karth Onasi on your personal communicator.
Hello,
I'm
Karth.
tracking your position through the Endar Spire's life support systems. Basila's escape pod is away. You're the last surviving crew member on the Endar Spire. Now, I can't wait for you much longer. You have to get to the escape pods.
Yeah, I'm going. Stop interrupting me with your fucking speech. Any remains? Any remains? Oh. So I missed him once out of the 3 times. So I like Flurry. Just hit him with lots of weapons and eventually they fall over. I don't play this game in a complicated way. door. I'm gonna hit you 3 times, and then I'm gonna hit you 3 times. You can queue up attacks against different people as well.
There's a whole squad of Sith troopers on the other side of that door. You need to find some way to thin their numbers. You could reprogram the damaged assault droid to help you, if you have enough repair parts. Or you could use computer spikes to slice into the terminal and use the Endar Spire's security systems against the Sith.
Okay, so I've been told that there's a load of people behind that door who I will need to kill. And I can either hack into a computer system to use the, I guess like there's like a turret or something in there against them, or I can repair the droid and send the droid in. I don't think, I mean I've got the parts and the spikes required, but I don't think I've got the skill required to do either of those things. When attacking enemies that come into range, I've got 8 repair parts. I can repair the shields and the patrol mode. Yeah, let's do that. Droid shields, patrol mode. Wicked. Okay, so I've repaired the droid and sent him on his merry way. Computer slicing. Let's have a look at this. Oh, and well, here's the droid. Hi. Well, I'm glad I watched that on CCTV. Ah, so I don't need to overload. But what I could have done as well is sliced in and overloaded that conduit and made everything blow up. Instead, I just used the droid. Oh, the red guys. A vibroblade. Yeah, definitely. Can't figure out what button I need to press to get to equip. But I am going to equip a prototype vibroblade because it's upgradable for one. It actually does less damage than the longsword that I've got equipped, but it has 1 bonus damage and has twice the chance of getting critical. So I'll use the vibroblade and a longsword. Because then I'll do lots of damage, which is my aim. I'm just trying to get a DPS character, I guess. Skills. Yeah, I actually don't need to do that. Journal again. The map would have been useful earlier, I suppose. There's the escape pod. Okay. Just going to save the game, because I've heard it can be a little... a little unreliable and a little crashy. And sometimes corrupts save games. So I would suggest having a couple of backups as well as your normal saves.
You've made it just in time. There's only one active escape pod left. Come on, we can hide out on the planet below.
Deal.
I'm a soldier with the Republic, like you. We're the last 2 crew members left on the Endar Spire. Basila's escape pod's already gone, so there's no reason for us to stick around here and get shot by the Sith. Now, come on, there'll be time for questions later.
Okay. Let's rock and roll. This is the last escape pod and your only hope of survival. Yeah, I think I'll use it. Stupid question. Just in case I want to run back through the ship. Whoops. Seem to have landed in a massive population centre. Sure there'll be lots of people who need my help. All that texture work is amazing. Nice little dream.
good to see you up instead of thrashing about in your sleep. You must have been having one hell of a nightmare.
Stop watching me
I was
sleep.
wondering if you were ever going to wake up. I'm Karth, one of the Republic soldiers from the Endar Spire. I was with you on the escape pod. Do you remember?
Yes.
I've
Right.
been slipping in and out of consciousness for a couple of days now, so I imagine you're pretty confused about things. Try not to worry. We're safe. At least for the moment. We're in an abandoned apartment on the planet of Terrace. We banged up pretty bad when our escape pod crashed, but luckily I wasn't seriously hurt.
I need to turn
I was
this
able to
music
drag
down.
you away from our crash site and all the confusion, and I stumbled into this abandoned apartment. By the time the Sith arrived on the scene, we were long gone.
Good eye. I guess I owe you my life. Thanks.
You don't have to thank me. I've never abandoned anyone on a mission, and I'm not about to start now. Besides, I'm gonna need your help. Terrace is under Sith control. Their fleet is orbiting the planet. They've declared martial law, and they've imposed a planet-wide quarantine. But I've been in worse spots. I saw on your service records that you understand a remarkable number of alien languages. It's pretty rare in a raw recruit, but it should come in handy while we're stranded on a foreign world. There is no way the Republic will be able to get anyone through the Sith blockade to help us. If we're gonna find Bastila and get off this planet, we can't rely on anybody but ourselves.
Why is it so important to find Bastila?
Smack to your head did more damage than I thought. Bastila's a Jedi. She was with the strike team that killed Darth Revan, Malak's Sith master. Bastila's the key to the whole Republic war effort. The Sith must have found out that she was on the Endar Spire and set an ambush for us in
So,
their
like,
system. I believe
4,000
Bastila was
year
on one of the
before
escape
Princess
pods that
Leia,
crashed
Princess
down
Leia.
here in Terrace. For the sake of the Republic war effort, we have to try and find her.
Roger that. She's a figurehead. Any idea where we should start looking for Bastila?
While you were out, I did some scouting around. There are reports of a couple of escape pods crashing down into the Undercity. It's probably a good place to start.
The Undercity.
The Undercity's a dangerous place. We don't want to go there unprepared, and it won't do Bastila any good if we go and
I think
get
Terrace
ourselves
is one of
killed.
those sci-fi places where you have an upper level and a lower level, and the upper level is for the fancy people with money, and the lower level is for everyone else. The sooner we start looking for Bastila, the sooner we'll find her. Let's go.
Good idea. We can use this abandoned apartment as a base. We can probably get some equipment and supplies here in the upper city. Just remember to keep a low profile. I've heard some grim stories about the Dark Jedi interrogation techniques. They say the Force can do terrible things to a mind. It can wipe away your memories and destroy your very identity. But I figure if we don't do anything stupid, we should be okay. I mean, after all, they're looking for Bastila, not a couple of grunts like us. All right, soldier, let's move out.
Alright. They're probably not looking for people with swords out either. I'm gonna save the game here, and I'm gonna say that's the end of episode 1. So if you've liked what you've seen, and you'd like to see more, please join me for episode 2, where myself and Karth... Rock on! Karth, not Garth.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Ugh. No, I don't. No,
You got it.
no, nothing. Where myself and Karth will be exploring the planet of Taris, and hopefully finding the lost Jedi, and maybe even becoming a Jedi. Who knows? Hope you've enjoyed the video. Hit the like button, subscribe button, dislike button. Send me a comment saying how much you hate it. Whatever. Don't mind. Any kind of interaction would be great at this stage. Just let me know what you think, and please join me next time on Nubs Games. Thanks for watching.